First of all, has the president spoken to you and formally asked you to accept the nomination?
He did, and it was, wow, that was the honor of my life when he called and asked me to do it. And, you know, you can't say no to the president, but I was really I feel very privileged, frankly, to have this opportunity to do it. I will have to go through the Senate to be confirmed, so it's a long road ahead. But he said, I have full confidence in you, and I work with him in the campaign. He and I think a lot alike when it comes to economics.
And indeed, you're a long-time supporter of the president. As you say, you've got to be put through to be put into the role and accepted. Do you worry that you might not be deemed independent?
So wait, do I believe what?
Do you worry that you might not be deemed an independent voice on the Fed, as you are so closely aligned with the president?
Well, no. I mean, I've always had an independent voice. I've got a 30-year track record, 35-year track record on economics. People can, you know, look at my record, and you know, I consider myself a growth hawk. So I think what I will really try to pursue and persuade the chairman of, and work with the chairman to try to make sure that America grows as fast as it can, and that wages rise, and that we have a long period of prosperity through a sound monetary policy. Like Trump has done obviously a great job on tax reduction and deregulation, and looks like we're going to get this trade deal done with China. If we have a sound monetary policy with stable prices on top of that, I really believe we could have 3 to 4% growth for another 5 or 6 years.
Speaking of working with the chairman, you suggested a couple of months ago that Chairman Jay Powell be fired and that the rest of the Federal Reserve should be let go for monetary policy incompetence, and you called the Fed the swamp in Washington. Are you going to be able to work with these people?
That was probably written in a time of anger. And by the way, I think everyone would now acknowledge that what they did in December with the rate increase was a very substantial mistake, and the Fed has, thank God, reversed that and changed directions with respect to the rate increases. So look, I think that I have never actually met Chairman Powell, but I really look forward to working with him. I know he wants high growth. He can be a hero if we get our monetary policy right. At the same time, we have these very strong, pro-growth measures on the fiscal side of the equation. So, I don't want to be a disruptor. I want to be somebody who can really help Chairman Powell and the others on that board to construct the best pro-growth, stable price system that we can for this country.
Well, you're not the only one who's criticized the chairman. The president himself has been very critical, and I'm wondering if he's putting you on the Fed board in order to be a check on Jay Powell, in order to preserve the administration's priorities.
The only thing he told me is pursue policies that are good for the American economy and the American worker. He's always said in every conversation I've had, I care about wages. I want to make sure that middle-class workers are doing better. I care about jobs. He didn't really mention anything about, differing with Chairman Powell one way or the other.